Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre.
Oh, what's up?
All right. Kyle's a little sick.
Did you ever think those commercials were sick?
No.
They're like, what? You're like, oh, those guys are so like tight, dude.
But there's also
They're
like
so
just
sick.
the beer commercials from the 90s are
Yeah.
way more ridiculous than they are today, I think.
Oh yeah,
It's
I don't think you can portray them anymore in the same way.
And twins. I think that was Coors or whatever. It's like,
yeah.
parties at 3 a.m. You know, it's like a song or whatever. And
Yeah.
twins. It was just two girls who are twins. And it's like, yeah, sure. If you drink you drink Coors Light, you're going to have like sex with twins. Yeah, sure. And somebody's like, yes, I'm going to drink a fucking case a day.
Yeah. You're still working. I'm still trying.
It's 30 rack a day.
Where are those twins?
Just piss yourself on your fucking futon.
Your parents' futon basement.
But anyways, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Oh man, not a whole lot.
Sleepy boy.
So
I think I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
Had to get yourself
I don't know
an
why.
Irish coffee today for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I had to little pick me up with the Irish coffee. Yeah.
A little, like Popeye.
My mug here, you know, my little.
Crushed it. And you're like,
I like metal mugs, dude. I
Yeah.
got my napkin there to dab my beard, my mop that I carry around with me on my face. But yeah, a little tired. I don't know if it's just now catching up with me with the time change or something. I don't think so. I think I just a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just tapping out.
The
I was driving.
the holiday season is upon us, I'd say.
Yeah.
When this episode's out, Thanksgiving has happened.
Yeah.
You stressed out because
hopefully you had fun.
you're stressed out because you have family coming over and stuff.
Not really stressed out. No. I think it's been cold.
Low drag.
I was gonna go do like yard work. You know, do some mowing. I was gonna do more. You know, but it's been like 35 to 40 degrees, 45 in that range this weekend, and so you know I just haven't really like I don't know. I was prepping to do that stuff. I did some things. I like cleaned up the back porch and stuff and used like a blower that I have. You know, that was fun. You know, taking out tools that, you know, never used before.
Cleaning up trash that's accumulated on that porch.
Well, like, no, not trash. It's all leaves and shit that have blown in.
I remember when we were there, just a bunch of Amazon boxes on the back porch. You just like blow them away into the neighbor's yard.
Yeah,
has your address on it.
Like big ass boxes. Woo! You're just trying to flip it over the freaking fence.
You're trying to do airbender tricks.
Look at me.
Instead of just picking up the box.
No, there wasn't. I mean, there was some cardboard out there.
The perfect crime. Throw your trash into
the dude's watching me do it too. He's like, them Californians. Those native.
And then you leave, go back into your
ride this.
And you're like, man, Texans are so nice. You're the fucking problem. Just some dickhead. Like an isolated incident. Not that like you represent Californians, but you're just a cunt.
Just a dickhead. Yeah, so, you know, worked on the back porch. Actually looks pretty good. You know, Carrie has her plants back there, so, you know, straighten those up. Some of them have been knocked over since the wind has been picking up here.
Yeah.
I guess I got a grill, I haven't used it though. I just got literally today. It's like the Blackstone grills, the one that's like a griddle, you know, style.
Yeah.
But it's only like 22 inches wide. Just a little one, you know. I think it'd be good to have something that isn't run off of, you know, electricity, which is this whole house.
Yeah.
You know, so if we did have a power outage, it's not like, oh, well, we can't not cook something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so got that today. Just like a $160, $170 grill. It's a little guy, but it's a hardy little motherfucker. It's like a tailgater kind of situation.
Okay.
Throw some fajitas on there. You can do breakfast on that shit. You can do everything.
Nice. I like that.
Which is cool. And you could even put a pan on it too, like a cast iron pan.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever get a smoker?
Yeah.
I feel like
I will.
It's kind of your style out there in Texas now. Got to get a smoker.
Yeah. I've never done smoking though.
Spark up a J and just flip some burgers. You're like, this is my kind of smoking.
Ash into the friggin' patty.
Just a Marlboro Reds.
Extra flavor.
How you like your bigger?
With extra ash. So yeah, I would. I would get
my ash.
I would get a smoker, but they're all. I guess it doesn't matter if it's electric. I just want something for backup.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new stove, right? We got a new range.
Yeah.
I talked about it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want something backup because, power the last year and a half or whatever. Before I got here, there's a whole debacle about Texas infrastructure. Is it crumbling? Are they all going to die? The Texas experiment continues. Yeah.
And then floods coming through Marble Falls. You're like, well, there might be some merit to that, actually. But, still, my house would have been okay.
Yeah, Californians can't say anything about a power grid. Okay,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Those Californians,
those liberal, coastal. What is it? Coastal elite,
liberal elitists or whatever.
Yeah, there it is. That's what you are, Brian.
What else do they say? The do nothing Dems. We never. I might repeat things I've heard. I have no idea. Yeah. We're not a political podcast at all.
No.
We just say dumb shit.
So, anyways, yes, have a backup grill now, which I think we'll just use anyways. Who knows?
You ever think about getting fucking solar for your place?
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I don't know if we have. Yeah, I think our roof aims the right direction. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's the right pitch though. Sometimes those factors, are. You can't just put it on any roof.
Really? I have no idea about anything. I see.
You can, but you gotta put certain programs. They don't have the whole bracket system. That's if you sign on to some of those, they're like, oh, it's only whatever they can give you. They're not going to supply all the hardware for it. And
yeah.
I have to look into it because some of those things you can get into some shady shit.
Yeah. Like plans.
Like, all right, you go to sell your house and you realize the last line of the contract was you can't,
yeah,
you can't just sign these away. We have to approve the buyer for the house.
And you're like, son of a bitch.
They got me.
I just see things Aaron, he's able to do it to his van. I'm like, you should be able to do it to your house, right?
Yeah, I guess if you're going to do it yourself is what I'm saying. Yeah, so you can do it yourself, yes. But
just have Aaron drive out there and help you.
Yeah, one panel at a time. All right, I'll see you next time.
That's the thing is, he could drive his house out there.
Yeah. He could camp out back, dump his black water tank onto the ground.
Into the neighbor's yard.
Neighbor's yard, just the shit tank.
As we talk about our boy Aaron Racine, he's been on the show a couple times. We've done some of his. He's a van life guy. Him and his wife. They got a Grumman van, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Grumman.
Live there with his cats, and he's a mobile kind of guy. So, but he's all solar panel kind of thing.
Nice.
Anyway, but got a grill. You got that going, huh?
Got a grill.
You christened that thing yet, or what?
I want to get a gas grill still.
Yeah.
I want to get a bigger one. Been looking at those. I still have mine in California, but I got that one for free. I did upgrade parts on it. It's basically brand new. All the burners, all the grates, everything is new. But it's if I'm gonna go, I'm not going there anytime soon. I'm not going there. Today.
Yeah.
But everyone's running a deal. On grills. I was at a store today. The dude's like, "Hey,
Black Friday.
We'll waive the assembly, the delivery, and we'll give you a free,
trucker hat. Kind of
tank.
Sold.
Free. It just doesn't even say a free sticker. No, thanks, mister.
Hey, mister.
Free spinny hat. Thank you, mister. No, so, but some of those grills are expensive, man. Like I said, I got mine for free. I worked at a hardware store. I think I've explained this story before, but I got like a Weber grill, like a really nice one, because the guy was afraid it was going to explode. I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I had, made sure all the fittings were tight, and it worked great. And he bought a lesser grill than what he had.
Yeah.
So he bought because he just wanted a brand new one. He's like, this one, the new one, won't blow up. I'm like, well, I built it, so probably it's not guaranteed to not blow up.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they're like, $1,000. The one I want, I'm like, oh, sick. 1,000, oh, 12, 14. I'm like,
God damn.
So, yeah, they're expensive. And I think this one was, $8, I think it was like $700 or $800 back then. And, like, fuck, I don't really want to buy another one. You know?
Here's like,
I could drop that, I could sell a couple guitars and just
Well, you could. You could.
I'm not going to. That's why I bought that little one, just as like a backup, because I really want a backup one, especially like if it's going to get cold here and we do have a power outage. We had the other day where like the power turned off for like a second.
No, you gotta start fucking watching. Fucking
it begins. They're prepping us.
Steve Wallace Camping with Steve channel.
Yeah,
it's like how to make just meals just on like a little little sterno fire.
Yeah, he's like, I got these raviolis from the gas station.
He makes just kind of crap food and gets drunk and then just sleeps in the tent. I'm like, what a sick ass channel. I guess
I don't know if the water will get hot enough off of this, but at least we'll warm it up. We'll see what we get. All right.
As we talked about on the Patreon.
The water did not get hot enough. This sucks.
Steve Wallace on YouTube. I really like that channel. He calls it Camping with Steve, where he just kind of goes stealth camping or camping in spots that you're kind of like, could you camp behind like billboard sign? He's like, he kind of does it to like stealthily do it,
just to do it.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, that worked out. Do it with he's like, you got to kind of do it with just a backpack, pretty much. It's like, because if you bring in a bunch of shit, people are like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Yeah. It is interesting. He's in Canada, which is probably like not a good place to do that, just because of the weather.
Yeah,
but
anyways, you just do that in your own backyard.
Yeah,
this is camping with Kyle.
Oh shit! I piss here.
This is cool camping with Kyle. Oh, with
dude,
Dave.
I got animals in my backyard, dude. I'm not talking about those cats. I got possum, at least 2.
Yeah.
And I have a skunk too that I think also lives underneath the back building.
Man, you got to get rid of that back building, and just like,
or at least put it on the ground
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking. You got fucking Donkey Kong Country underneath there.
I just go stomping on, jumping, and like throwing barrels at.
You're going around like fucking Donkey Kong. You're naked with just a tie on, jumping around. There's snakes and fucking rats and skunks and shit. You're just like
collecting bananas or whatever it was.
You got your banana horde when you go inside. You're like, yeah.
No, the other day I was in the outbuilding and I was doing something. I heard like a noise outside. I'm like, so I open the door kind of slowly and I look around and there's like this big ass possum. He's huge. He's probably like, maybe 2 feet wide or 2 feet long. And I look, I'm like, get out of here. And he he jumps over the side, like through the banister and just goes underneath the building. I'm like, get out of here. Because we have cat food also. We're feeding all these animals, obviously.
Yeah.
They got to have,
those
energy.
Things, I've seen him, there's at least one where he was moving pretty fucking slow. Like he was this fat motherfucker. And, I got to give it up for the boy. But he was like, I was driving home from work at night and you could probably, kind of canyon area. And he was he's like booking it, like he's like running for his life, and he's going like
it's not going
across the road. Like you can see, he's knees to chest. He's like, I'm going, and I had to like pretty much just like break to a stop.
He's cooking it. He's got the burners on.
You can see his mouth open, just like, let's go. He's probably playing montage song in his head, and then he's just like,
playing with the boys. Wait, not that montage.
Hey, that works too. And then, but just like, get your motor running.
Yeah,
and on the highway. He's just like, but he's just like his little feet,
it's just
like are like, but he's going like
Danger Zone, just playing
slowly across the road. I'm like, I had to stop not to hit his ass. I'm like, you poor bastard.
I'm gonna get it, coach. I'm gonna get it.
I've seen where they're not like, I don't know. I've heard that they're not like that mean of an animal. Like they don't bite all that often, but they kind of just like will open their mouths and kind of show teeth just to be like, leave me alone.
Yeah, I think they can have rabies and shit.
Well, yeah, totally.
Carry
they can have disease. They're pretty much just like a giant rat. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
There was like a video. I can't remember.
I think
what
it's
it was.
North America's only marsupial, actually.
Mm-hmm. And the possum.
The opossum.
The opossum. But
Yeah.
I've seen like a video of like, so I can't remember what it was, like drunk people doing shit or whatever it was on Instagram or maybe Reddit or something like that. Some drunk chick, she's wasted. She's sitting on the ground. She's kind of by a like trash can. And she sees this, she crawls, and she's like, oh my God. She starts petting an opossum. And then the fact that like the camera, like whoever's filming it on their phone doesn't stop her. It's like, oh yeah, this is smart. The opossum has his mouth just completely open, just like,
I'll bite the shit out of you.
He doesn't bite her. Because he's like,
yeah.
I mean, can I bite her? And then I'm like, leave him alone. Fuck, you're scaring the shit out of him. But I think that's kind of funny. I'm like, everybody, like all the comments are like, Jesus. My heart was just like, I mean, I was on the edge of my seat that thing was going to bite her. And it never did. So, I mean, she never learned her lesson. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that day.
There are multiple types of possum on the North American continent, but those are the only marsupials. That's what it looks like here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just saying.
They're not too bad. They're
pretty smart. I know some random shit,
Yeah. Raccoons are the ones that are like, they could fuck you up.
Oh yeah,
they're
still like little chubby balls,
Yeah.
Like of fur with opposable thumbs. So
yeah, no, I'll
fuck you up, dude.
I mean, they're pretty cute for sure, though. But I mean, you don't fucking go out like pet them or some shit. But I was like, try and scare some away, and they're fearless. They don't give a shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I one time I was camping and there was one in the tree above me. Actually, there's two of them there fighting, but I woke up to them screaming. They sounded like I don't know, like a hellscape, like a demon spawn. I'm like, what the like woke up in the middle of the night, 2 a.m, to that. I'm like, yeah, and it was literally like, I think I was 4 feet from the trunk of this tree, so it's directly straight above, and like 20 or 30 feet above, and this shouting.
Oh yeah, there was this.
Some animals make some crazy noises.
Mm-hmm.
Like foxes sound like witches cackling.
Really?
Yeah,
that was that one.
And like mountain lions
or something like that, right? What sound?
Go ahead.
What sound does the fox make or whatever?
That
thing. Which I mean, I watched it. I'm like, this is popular. God damn it.
Yeah. Foxes make some pretty crazy noises. Yeah, actually.
But yeah, with the raccoons. So I've had a run in or two with the, raccoon that was, he was standing his ground.
Damn.
He was standing like, I ain't fucking moving. I was like, I had to like
castle doctor you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. He was. He's like, this is my fucking, that's my trash. I'm like, I need to move these dumpsters, and also like, customers around, you gotta fucking get it. As I'm trying to clap and whatever, stomping my feet, and he's like,
no.
The hell's this?
I've seen it all.
Stomp the yard. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, work on those size 9s aren't doing shit for me, dude.
Yeah.
Come back with some 14s. Let's see what happens.
I'm a size queen when it comes to fucking boots, bro.
Give me something really to be afraid of.
Anyway, so now he started coming towards me. I'm like, okay, you know what I need to do? And I just take the dumpster and kind of rolled it back and slammed it into the other one. And then when he realized, I'm like, whoa, he can move those? All right. And then he ran away.
Yeah. This motherfucker's strong as hell.
All right. But he's like, I know you're not strong for a human, though, motherfucker.
I'll be. You might be stronger than me, but you ain't the strongest.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be back.
He's hurt just to hurt your feelings.
He's like, he has to get a dig at me. I'll get you, Gadget.
He still wins at the end.
Oh shit! End of like Inspector Gadget. I'll get you, Gadget.
You're all gonna die.
Yeah. But and then
anyways, that's my what's new.
Well, shit! I was going to talk more about raccoons, dude.
All right, fuck, dude, go for
it. My old man, Gower Senior. He had a run-in at his place with some raccoons. He was going out there. He's like they're fucking going and just eating and shitting everywhere. He's always at war. My old man, he's always at war with something.
With nature. Always with nature.
Yeah, pretty much. And I love it because he was just like, he was going and telling us like, they're eating my fruit and they're just shitting everywhere. And I'm stepping in it. And I'm like, he's like, what are you going to do? He's like, so he's like, he went out there. He could like hear some rustling is what he told me. He was like, I heard there's some rustling. So I went out there. He like ran. I'm sure he didn't run.
He briskly walked over.
Yeah, just power walked over to his hose, cranked it full blast, and he had his like a spotlight or flashlight that he was like going like he's like how you would with your gun. Yeah. He had it with
he's doing
hose.
Cup and saucer with a flashlight and the hose in.
Yeah, and he saw him and he was just blasting him out in the trees and blasting him on the ground. But the thing is, he's like, to no avail. They liked it.
Oh, fuck.
They liked it. Because it was.
Is it at night?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's at night. Obviously with the flashlight, duh.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're just giving him a fucking shower. Giving him the old Gower shower there.
Turn that thing to jet.
He's just trying, he's like, full blast, that's all I got. What do you think? You have a fire hose or something?
Yeah, the water pressure in San Diego sucks.
I can imagine my dad going out there with a super soaker and just fucking night vision goggles, just blasting with water. Get out of here.
Just to get like a little airsoft gun.
Paintball gun, maybe.
Yeah. Wow, not paintball. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, blast those things. Come on.
Have you ever been? You've been shot with a paintball gun?
Yeah. I've never been shot like in a t-shirt. I've been hit in the head, I guess. Because you go and you're like, just like you have your mask and it's just like boom, boom, boom. Oh, I got a fucking big ass dome, and you're like, all right, fucking, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
I had a couple that they didn't break on my head.
Yeah, they bounce off.
They must have hit my soft spot or something.
With a soft spot on your head.
But they came. Yeah, they came in at an angle and they didn't break, so they left like
Boink.
long, like maybe not that long, but long like teardrop shape, like raised welts on myself. It was like, and they're all like, I had like 3 or 4 of them on my head.
Like you had cornrows or something like that. Just like
yeah, it hurt though. It hurt like in a wide swath.
Yeah, but So he was doing that, and then he ended up getting some traps out there. And he had put up like, motion, like activated searchlights or whatever.
Dad's doing Caddyshack on him.
Oh yeah, he's pretty much
building C4.
He's Bill Murray out there.
Yeah,
and the fucking raccoons are just doing the dance.
Oh, Mr. Raccoon.
No, it's all right. He just starts eating a Baby Ruth out there. But yeah.
Anyways, that was a really wild what's new for me, I guess.
The wild world of fucking the animals out there.
Oh yeah, dude. What do you got?
See, I got a gig this Friday, so today when the episode drops.
How'd it go?
I think it's gonna go great. I'll probably I think it'll be good.
It was great. I shit my pants and everything.
It's at Dino's. They're playing down at Dino's over in La Mesa. So go check us out just in case over there Friday night. Yeah, so I think it's going to go good, even though we haven't played in over 3 weeks.
All right, it's fine.
Maybe a month. You could say 4 weeks. We're going to cram tomorrow night. So tomorrow, as we're recording this.
What are you going to cram in?
The set.
Oh.
They're like, hey, all bands 45 minutes. I think that's 45 minutes for a local band is a long time, don't you think?
Yeah. What, they want all covers? Oops, all covers.
No, I mean, we can do it, but I'm like, every band, I'm like, I think for a local band, it should be 30, 35, 40.
What, you can't do 45?
No, you
can't
shouldn't.
do 5 more minutes?
Because that's so long. Don't you think? 30, 35, 40? Or 45
take a long time to set up, dude.
45 for the headlining band? Because like, okay, I guess we're missing the point here. I think 45 minutes for a local band set is a long time.
Yeah, for the audience.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, for the band, yeah, most of the time, well, you would hope that they can do it. But I mean, I guess if you're starting
I can go all night.
Well, like Plane could do it, just in case could do it, because we've been around for a long ass time.
Yeah.
If we had a gig, 45 minute, like, and they paid us like $1,200 for Plane, I'm like, hey, can you guys do an hour? I'm sure we could make that work.
I would be like, whose dick do I have to suck to get this?
Yeah, if it was like, $1,200. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually sure we could make that work. But it's like, because we have the songs, we have the sauce.
Yeah.
But
we got the juice.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, that's a long time. So we're kind of like, we should probably just plan for 40, because I'm like, bro, if we're not even the headliner or like the closing band. I'm like, that's gonna be. We've done that before where we're like the middle band, and we play. They told us 45 minutes, and everybody's just like, all right. But I'm like, we're playing the 45 minutes that you said that we should, and everybody's just like,
yeah.
I mean, you guys are good, but I'm like, fuck. Can we move on to the next band, please? Please.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't. All my patience is gone.
I'm losing my patience.
Doctor.
But yeah. They're all dying.
Yeah.
But shout out to anybody who gets that reference. So it's yeah. We're playing a show, so I think we'll be all right. But I think it's gonna be our last show of the year, so we're gonna, pop it off and cap it off over down at Dino's.
They be hanging down at Dino's.
Hanging down at DiGiorno's.
Is it Dino's or Geno's? I think it's Dino's.
Dino's is where we're playing.
Yeah.
But we're spelling it instead of Dinos. It's Deanos.
Oh, Dianos.
Nah, it's Dino's.
Oh.
But anyways, so that's kind of cool. Get some gigs going. Get the last bit of the year. I mean, really after like during Christmas and stuff like that, most people aren't going out as much anyway. So get the last one going here. Let's see what else. So I started watching a couple of some, and I think it's a thing that I want to get into a little bit more. Some World War I and World War II docs. So I wanted to ask maybe the audience, if anybody could suggest some. Definitely like DM me or email or whatever, comment some of your favorites. So I kind of want more documentaries more than just I don't know, inspired series. So
no Band of Brothers.
Kind of want to go more documentary. But
They
I'll
base a lot of it. It is.
Yeah.
So Band of Brothers is based off of, was it the 101st?
Yeah.
I think.
So
Airborne Division.
I did hear.
I want to say.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but I know Band of Brothers is good. And then also I was going to ask if you have seen The Pacific on HBO.
Yep.
So that's
also
good?
Very good. Yep.
But that's more of like a story.
Well, what they do is account of the actual battalion. So like that group of people, they actually had the surviving members, talk about what happened. And so they made a series, was it Stephen Ambrose is the one who compiled it and then they made it into a series. I think it was a book series before.
Yeah. So, yeah, both of those are kind of, because I watched a documentary on HBO Max, which was called They Shall Not Grow Old. And I think I was like kind of like had a hair, to watch it, because I think I'm in that Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast Facebook group. And then, Matt and Shane are big on history and stuff like that, especially like either Civil War or the war, wars that U.S. has been involved in and stuff like that. So somebody like, oh, I just watched this documentary, check it out, da-da-da. And so I saw that. I'm like, oh, I have HBO Max. Instead of just rewatching the same old fucking video game or guitar YouTubes, I should watch maybe a documentary. So I did, and it's pretty great. So it's like a digitally restored archived footage from World War I. And it's pretty nuts. Like, yeah. Nobody needs me to say this, but I'm like, trench warfare really fucking sucks. It seems like it's really fucking shitty. Just from the footage, the photos, and the recounts of that, I'm like, oh my God, they're like literally like sleeping standing up while bombs are going off and like bullets are flying. Like, you could be like totally covered. I'm like, yeah, no, everything's good. Well, actually, like, no, the person next to you just got shot in the head. All right, shit.
Yeah.
It's not for me to say it to be like, well, no shit, Brian. Pretty wild accounts. And it kind of goes from like, starts off with them just like, well, why did you join? Well, I don't know. I joined the war because I kind of thought that's what we were supposed to do. And
wait, this is the UK side, right?
UK side, actually.
Great Britain.
And them recounting of like, oh, I just wanted to do it because I felt like that's what I needed to do. And they're like, even just young guys who were like 14, 15, they're like, well, I need to do this for my country.
Yeah.
And so they fought the war. And it's like, they'd go
imagine like high school, like you're in high school, like,
yeah,
listen to Blink-182 and you're like, you know what? I want to go fight, actually.
Yeah. I'm a girl at the rock show.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to put this down and then go fight the war. And then, well, some of them, they were so young that they're like, oh, you're too young to fight. And they're like, well, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 14, 15. It's like, all right, well, why don't you leave and come back and tell me that you're 18?
Yeah.
And then the recruiter would be like, okay, I'm 18. All right, you're good. Here you go. Now you're going off to fucking war. And I'm like, damn.
Like, sign this in your parent, pick a parent, their signature. You have to sign this document. That's a lot of times they forged documents and just went in.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. They're like, we have another body here.
Yeah. And then it's crazy. Like, they're like training. They kind of go like through quick training just to, because they're during a war. I'm like, we got to fucking get these fuckers out there. And it's like, just to watch that, the footage and kind of like they're telling a story throughout it. It's like how it ended up. I'm like, good God. Like, I'm like, it's crazy that, this is not like just story. This is actually what happened. So, and I know that's not groundbreaking. It's like, Brian, you sound like an idiot. I mean, I do. You're right. But just, when they tell like of like, oh, capturing like Germans, and then they realize I'm like, hey, I'm like 15 and this guy's like 15, 16 years old. And he has no right to be here like me. We shouldn't be here. And we're both kind of fighting something that we both like are like, and then it's like, all right, well, they're war prisoners, essentially Germans, and then they're kind of like, all right. It's like sometimes you'd have camaraderie between like your, captors or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a good, documentary. So if people have more, let me know. And then other ones
I would say, go finish your thought. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was gonna say, if you have any more, there's one on YouTube that I watched, which was more about the political things and like strategies of the war that was going on in World War II, and it kind of piggybacked on World War I's happenings and stuff like that.
Well, World War I was its own crazy beast because there were no rules to all this equipment that had been created. Mm-hmm. With gas, with they're using mustard gas, chlorine. They're using this crazy shit.
Well, flamethrowers and shit.
Yeah.
To go in. I'm like,
which I mean, they still use flamethrowers in World War II.
Yeah.
But they had was it the German Vexes? I believe it was basically, is a WEX, I believe is how it's pronounced, or I don't know exactly, but yeah, they flamethrower across the trenches. I mean, that shit is crazy. Where the first time soldiers saw tanks crossing.
Yeah, no, that was another thing too, where they were like, they're unloading
what
these
the
tanks.
hell is that?
Like, what the fuck is that? It's like, no, this is what we're bringing to the front line.
Yeah.
Like, once these go past, that's when you guys are just fucking rushing, that line. And I'm like, oh my, it's pretty much just like, oh, there's machine guns. It's like, oh, there's no machine guns going. Yeah, because they're waiting for the tanks and shit to come. And then when those come, it's like, that's when they start just fucking unloading on the front line coming up. I'm like, oh my God. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And then them going to be like, hey, there's trenches just full of just bodies and then just rats. And then there's like, oh, we'd have a game where we're killing the rats or whatever. Who can kill the most of them? I'm like, oh my God. And there's just rain. Sometimes you're just like in water that's mixed with God only knows. Exactly.
It's blood, it's death, it's everything
shit
mixed together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean is the first time that a lot of those things were used.
Yeah, like tanks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Tanks, machine guns. I mean they use like repeating guns, but the absolute devastation that a machine gun group could do across like 200 people it's just amazing. And the rounds were bigger than what so like if you look at Civil War, they have like Gatling guns and stuff. Those shot big bullets, but they didn't go very far.
Yeah.
But these are now modern style that they use today, like very similar rounds they use today that could travel through multiple people.
Yeah.
So you could shoot through like 10 people, some of these guns. But you have interesting thing that I think is, and we don't have to dwell on this forever, but something that I think is interesting is the Germans were, using gas. Everyone is using gas, right?
Yeah.
But they were using it. It was, I think at that point had been banned by the Geneva, and they were trying to get it. They were upset that the Americans joined, and they started using shotguns they call them trench guns.
Yeah.
So they would just get into a trench and devastate everyone because it's not like a gun that you shoot once, have to load another gun, another bullet manually. And like a lot of these guns were like that. This was like a pump shotgun. So you have 8 rounds, bam, bam, bam. You just and they had a bayonet on these things. So you had these a shotgun troop would just jump in a trench and just devastate. So they tried to get the trench gun as a banned item, basically, like a war crime is basically what they wanted it labeled as, which is interesting because everyone was doing bad shit, but they tried to make a shotgun, which is like, is used everywhere, still used today, but they tried to get that banned, which is, I think, interesting. And they were pretty bad. I mean, the gas is pretty bad. It makes your skin basically ooze off your, body and blister and burn, and it attacks the organs, your lungs and your throat and everything, makes it so you die painfully. But they're like, oh, shotguns, yeah, we got to get rid of those.
Yeah, because they were so effective, maybe.
It's effective, devastating, yeah. But
yeah. Yeah, I really dug that one. And I can't remember the new one that I watched on YouTube. It was more factual than like kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
That stuck out opposed to the World War I documentary. So it was, I guess, it was from the England, UK's side.
Yeah.
So the one They Shall Not Grow Old. I think it was Peter Jackson produced it, directed. Yep. It's good, and then it was weird because it shows up like they're like, oh yeah, we had like several days off and several days are off days.
Yeah.
Where you're like
but they're still working, right?
And you're kind of taking shots. You're and then you go, and then you're like, all right. Now you march back to fucking the city, and then it's like, all right, now you're working unloading these fucking supplies, which also happen to be tanks. That like, so our off days aren't really off days. It's pretty much just them.
We're just not getting shot at days.
Yeah, it's just like fucking get yourself clean, maybe play, with a ball or something like that. And
you have nights off, basically.
Yeah, and then like maybe go see it, like go to a whorehouse or something like that.
Hell yeah.
And that's what it was like. Some of them
nothing beats a good old World War I whorehouse.
Well, yeah, and some of them were like, well, we're like 15 years old going to these whorehouses. Like, I'm like, I never even thought about this before. It's like, well,
you're old enough to kill, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
You're probably old enough to do this.
Yeah.
You want a shot? Might as well.
It was interesting. I don't know. I kind of recommend it. It's like an hour and a half or whatever.
There's I know you said documentaries, but there's a movie on Netflix. I'm watching Netflix again, by the way. It's called All Is Quiet on the Western Front,
mm-hmm.
and or Eastern Front, I think is what it is. I forget. Who cares? You'll find out. Yeah. It's a dubbed German.
Mm-hmm.
It's World War One, and it is very similar to what you're describing. The same thing, like the kids signing up. But it's interesting the way they show this is like it starts off with like people dying, them taking the clothes off of these people, and then throwing them in like a pit, basically to like a mass grave, and taking the clothes and reusing them. Stitching up all the bullet holes, mm-hmm. putting new sleeves on it because people got their arms blown off and shit. But reusing, and then like the kid who signs up who's like 15. Oh, this isn't my uniform. This is someone else's name on it. He's like, oh. He rips off the tag, no problem, and gives it back to him.
Yeah.
But it had the guy's name who wore it last who got killed. It's mm-hmm. like, shit,
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's foreshadowing. It's a very interesting, I think it's a very interesting movie. It is fiction, but the guy who wrote it served. And so, he
mm-hmm.
served in the military. And so he didn't want to write basically about his friends who had passed away.
Yeah.
So he wrote a new story, but based off of those kinds of things.
Yeah. I think it's like, some of that, a lot of that stuff is like, it's fucking tragic and just crazy that fucking happened. But I'm like, I kind of am, I'm like, I don't know, want to know more about it or watch more documentaries and shit like that. So no, like I said, inspired by like Matt and Shane and stuff like that. They talk about it because it's like Shane. That's like a lot of what he watches is like war documentaries and shit like that and stuff about history. I'm like, oh, it's inspirational at least to go check it out. And then they even go back to like Matt and Shane. They're talking about like the Crusades and shit like that. I'm like, because that's what they're doing. I'm like, man, there's so much fucking thing, so many fucking things that have happened in human history.
Oh yeah,
that they just don't highlight, or people just don't even know.
Yeah, there's stuff that we don't even know what happened. Prehistory.
Yeah,
I think I mentioned it last time that archaeology. Like I'm learning stuff that happened like in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had the Romans. The Romans basically had owned, had taken over most of, the British Isles.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't conquer Scotland, right? They pushed into Scotland a bunch of times,
mm-hmm.
but kept getting pushed back, and they're like, "Fuck this!" They built the wall right there. And they're like, "We conquered it all." We got all the UK.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of interesting. Watch that archaeological channel, Time Team. They find a lot of stuff. So they find like buildings on top of buildings, and they're like, "Oh, we found Roman. Well, oh shit, we were looking for Bronze Age. Well, let's keep digging." They keep digging. Oh, we found a deer antler that was used to dig this house. So it's kind of cool. But
mm-hmm.
a lot of shit. No one, no records were kept of all that stuff, so you don't know. It's fun. It's interesting to think that like the British, the British Isles have been conquered by so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
Not to rub it into them because they're our good friends over there.
Right.
But it's true. U.S. never been conquered.
Yeah.
No.
It's conquered's bad for
sure.
No.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm really digging it. So people have suggestions. I'm not opposed to like, docuseries or whatever, like Band of Brothers or like, what the hell was it? The Pacific, the one, is it called The Pacific on?
It's called The Pacific, yeah.
On HBO?
It's on HBO,
Yeah. That was like the suggested one. I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch a series. Like, I want to watch a documentary. I'm in the mood for documentaries at the moment, at least.
Yeah.
So,
I would add, one that I watch is more geographical. He does cover this stuff, but it's real life lore.
On YouTube.
So, on YouTube. And he'll basically talk about how lines were drawn, and so he does go into those things.
I've actually have watched that YouTube, and I like it a lot because he breaks things down pretty fucking quick. It could be like 30 minutes to like 10 minutes to maybe like 45. It's super easy, like nice bite-sized chunks of things. I'm like, I think I was watching, can't remember which one I was watching. I think I was watching one about like, yeah, maybe World War II, Japan, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I recommend that one too. So it's got a stamp of approval from both jerks.
He does a quick, interpretation, I guess, what am I trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Explanation of what has happened and it puts a great, people talk about even current events and they don't understand why things are happening with the wars, currently. Mm-hmm. And he kind of breaks it down like, well, geographically, this is why this is happening. It's also because of this, this, and this. Geopolitically, it's because of this. Previous ownership of this country has driven it to be a hotbed.
Yeah, I think I watched some of his on the Ukraine-Russian war,
mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So, not to like, break that all down to a YouTube video, but I'm like, oh, it is like a series that I'm like, it's what has gone on in the past to what's going on now. It's like there's, history behind it of why it's happening. It's not just like, oh, it's happening now. You make a decision and put it on Instagram. It's like there's a lot of shit going on in the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're getting too deep with the tone jerks here.
Dude, do we have a topic or what? Jesus Christ.
I know we could just go on. But yeah, I've been just kind of trying to, change up what I've been watching on YouTube and watching history and stuff like that. Cause it's like what people say. It's like, if you don't know history, you're bound to repeat yourself.
Infographic show is also another one that's kind of cool.
Yes. I like that too.
Yeah.
So, man, we didn't talk about this at all. I'm like, yeah,
those are like cartoons.
We're like lining up on things. I think it's easy to digest maybe. But I mean, I really, do dig like the whole history of things, not just like as like the joke that I mentioned. But I'm like, yeah, it's so much has happened before we were born.
There is one. Okay, this is kind of funny. There's one guy on like Instagram where it starts off like he's doing a recipe. He's like, we're making bacon, macaroni, and cheese today. First, you grab your macaroni and cheese. And he's like, while he's making it, the year was 1971. Vietnam was in full swing. So then he goes into, but it starts off with like I think it's because he's like, that. Yeah, he's like tricking the algorithm.
Yeah.
It starts off like, oh, visuals and like, these are my ingredients, blah, blah. We're making this. Then the year was 1971. Snake eaters in Vietnam were shit.
It was like what is it? I watched not related at all, but kind of with the algorithm thing. I was watching a Rich Show video and he was bleeping out he was saying fuck and shit in the first like couple minutes of it, and then throughout the rest of it he didn't bleep it out because the YouTube algorithm will only see like a certain amount, and then it's like, yep, this is clean. And then just like, pass them on, even if it's like a 45-minute video. I'm like,
and you still market for kids.
Yeah. Like, this is cool for everybody. And he can still get his fucking YouTube sponsorship from whatever sponsors the video. Then also like his ad revenue that whatever ads YouTube puts on it. So I'm like,
that ret, dude.
Making money, baby.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But, I don't know. I like that. We're kind of just riffing on here. It's just straight riffage, baby. But okay. Yeah. So I don't know. This is one thing I was thinking about, not to make it like a super hard left on. So I guess the day that this episode drops, Black Friday. But I think we're in a time now where Black Friday deals just start a week early or whatever.
Yeah.
Because brands are like, we just want to sell shit.
Yeah.
Has there been any Black Friday deals that you've been eyeing? Even though I'm like, I would say, talk about the big thing of like, I don't need to buy anything. I have everything I need. I'm gonna be a minimalist.
Yeah.
I don't need to get into debt. Why? I'm above that. And
the bugs still get you.
And then like Black Friday deals come up like,
Buckle.
Just like,
oh boy,
the Tex Avery eyes, ooh, turn into a wolf. See some deals online there. Any that you've been eyeing?
I've already fell victim to.
Oh, they got you, huh?
Yeah. I got those Milwaukee pack outs at Home Depot.
Oh, what's a pack out?
It's pack out. It's like it's an organizer.
Okay.
Right. It's like The ones that I have are, it's got like a tilt back. It's almost like a dolly. It's attached with a box on the bottom, so you can like a bigger box, a medium-sized box, and a small box. And so they have dividers, and they snap together. Okay. So
yeah,
and I have them from like my work truck. So, but I'm like, this is for me,
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so tempting. You walk
into
there.
Truck.
You walk into Home Depot. Actually, everyone sells them except for like Lowe's. Lowe's doesn't carry any Milwaukee products.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
So walk into all these hardware stores throughout my whole day because I'm getting stuff or I'm like, browsing, whatever, just shooting the shit. And I see, I'm like, ooh, they have the split. They have the small one that's only half the size. So you can put one. Oh, at Home Depot, they got the mug that actually sits on top and rotates into place. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, they got the backpack that also snaps into place. I'm like, fuck. Like, I could get all this. It's like, they're like $40, $60, $130. So they're expensive.
Yeah.
They can get up there. The kit I bought was like $215, I think.
Okay, yeah.
It's up there. But, you save some money. They had their deal going on if you bought those three. The bigger case, like the dolly style one that has like a case on the bottom, medium. They call it the large case and the medium case. And then I'm like, well, they have a crate also that you just, it's like a, catch-all kind of thing. Throw stuff in there, snaps in on the top. I'm like, fuck. I got one of those too. So I walked out there, spend like, I think that crate is like $50 too. So that one wasn't on sale. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm only getting sale stuff. And then you're like, fuck.
Well, it's always the thing. It was like, just because it's on sale, you're not saving money. You're spending money, just less.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, you didn't have to buy it, actually, and you would have saved all the money that you spent.
Yeah.
But you didn't. So
I do like that because I'm not trying to, I'm not going to come down on you or anything, but I'm like, I do like the idea of fucking organizing shit.
Yeah,
I love that. Oh my God. When all your shit is organized, I
sent you a picture of what that was.
I think
remember?
A little compartment.
Yeah, it's a black and red things, you know?
Like, but if you organize all your shit, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about getting, because I want to get like a tool chest and start getting more guitar repair stuff going.
Yeah.
And then
dude, I'd say go get like a toolkit now. There's some good prices.
I'm sure I could fucking get one at Home Depot.
Yeah. There's like if you want just like a basic one, you can get like a Husky kit, I think for like,
I'm thinking of like
$100.
A mini like little like your little baby Husky tool chest, but with like oak top or whatever it is.
Go to Lowe's then. Lowe's has a like classic style like carry
I don't want a
toolbox.
I want like a tool chest.
Oh,
on wheels, and so it's like a work table height too for guitars.
Oh, okay. I see like a whole freaking.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, those are good.
They're not. I mean, too bad. Wonder if there's any deals at Home Depot. I gotta check that out.
I don't know if there's maybe you could find. Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Yeah. So essentially, like it's like a third of that tool chest that you have, and then like gut height maybe.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at.
Gut.
And I'm like, dude, that'd be cool. Get all my tools in there. I do want to get fucking a soldering iron because.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you had the one. I'm like, I mean, I don't know if I need. I should probably just get the same thing that you have. The soldering station.
Yeah.
They're not much more. So I might as well just fucking get that one.
Get the better one. The next one up.
No, that's the Hako, isn't it? The best one?
Yeah. I know, but they make like a next grade up, I think.
Oh, newer one?
Yeah. They make like, was it the 888 or something or whatever?
Mm-hmm. I thought that's what that one is. But anyways.
Yeah, they make, I think, another stage above that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that'd be like, okay. Get, kind of Kyle style. Like, maybe get some tool chest, toolbox going on. I do like that, but I've been just eyeing fucking plugins because they always get you. They always get the plugins.
Those Glade plugins,
Plugged in. Yeah. I mean, with Waves, those are perpetually on sale. But
they're on sale again.
But like
they never went off sale. Shut up.
UAD. I'm like, oh man, it'd be kind of cool to get some of those plugins. And I'm like, no, I don't need them. I don't need.
Let's see what's going on here.
Well,
not that we need to be the news for the site-wide discounts for everything along on the internet.
Well, there's one that it was like I was talking to Will about. So there's like kind of like almost like a noise, not noise gate, but where you can remove noise from a wave or whatever. There was a commercial for it, so it was a commercial. So I don't know how well it actually worked. It was at Clarity.
I'm looking at it right now, VX Pro.
Yep. It was just the VX I was seeing. It was like a screenshot. It was like $399 or $39.99.
Oh,
like $40.
This is $249 for the Pro.
Yeah, it's gonna be the $39.99 one.
Yeah, I see that.
Where it can remove noise from your track. So it's not noise gate, because noise gate will be like, I stop talking and it clamps down. Where this is removing a sound or frequency from your waveform.
Damn.
It's like they promoted it like, oh, you can record your fucking vocal
in a train
track,
station.
put your fucking sneakers in your washing machine, and then have a blender going, and then you can still take all that out and have a vocal track. I'm like, I doubt X for doubt, but I mean, it would be nice because we've recorded some podcasts with some guests sometime where they don't give me the best tracks.
Right.
They don't give me the best.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been able to make do with what I can. And it's a podcast, but I'm like, you don't want to put everybody up to like have the best fucking recording situation possible. You want to have them on and have a good time and good conversation. So that first and foremost. So sometimes we've recorded podcasts before where somebody just cell phone. They just put the cell phone just like, here, I'm putting it on the table.
Echoey room.
On the table. I'm talking to you guys. What's the big deal? I'm like, okay. Or we've had some where it's like just noise, where it's like some people who are professional recording studio engineers, and then they send me shitty tracks. I'm like, what the hell did you do? Did you plug in the XLR? Oh, I didn't plug it in all the way. Oh shit.
So it's like the joke with this plugin is like it removes all the bullshit, and then you put on your track and everything's gone.
Just the whole podcast is gone. Got him. So that was one I was looking at, and then another one was Helix Native from Line 6. So you get a pretty good deal, like for $100 if you have a Line 6 HX Stomp.
Oh, and you got one of those, right?
You
Barely?
get it for $99. So it's pretty much the whole suite, right? You get the
so
amps,
sweet.
It's so sweet. The amps, the cabs, the fucking all of the effects and routing and stuff like that as a plugin. Pretty much like your HX Stomp.
Oh, do you get the pod farm?
As a plugin. But
damn.
If currently it's half that. So it's $50 for the whole thing.
Oh, come on.
Kind of thinking of getting that.
You should just get it. $50.
It's $50, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that. I'm like, you get the email alerts of like sales going on. We're a big freaking sale. I'm like,
hurry before supplies run out. It's
Black Friday.
The downloaded program.
Yeah. ML Sound Labs. I love those, IRs and plugins. They have a sale, but I think I have all the ones that I want. More than I need, even. Way more. Love those IRs. Impulse responses from ML Sound Labs. Shout them out. No affiliation. But
more like ML Sound Lads, because they're like one of the boys.
They're fucking to the boys over there. And then, but they have their, it's Black November. And it's going on. They just leaned into it. Like, hey, these are just going to fucking go on sale. They're ones and zeros. So the whole month just fucking, they're on sale. And I'm like, no, November Blacked over there. The Blacked Raw editions. And then,
what's the Fluff 2C? What's the 2C stand for? To see you next Tuesday? What is it? Boom. Got him. Next one.
He probably
had to do it to him.
He could probably take 4. Boom. Got him.
Take 5.
Get his ass. Yes.
He's probably had too many of those. All right, boom, got him.
Got his ass.
Oh, just such a dick.
Blast.
It's not.
But yeah, and all these plugins and shit like that, and then, but yeah, the Helix native one, I'm like really thinking about, and I'm thinking of just getting it, and then you can have it as a gift, a birthday or Christmas, because I have not given you a gift forever.
Wait, so I can use it still?
I'm sure we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Maybe take it off the podcast in case Line 6 finds it.
I don't think they give a fuck. They don't know we exist.
Mm-hmm. But, and then I'm looking, not that I need to, more, ones and zeros for my hard-earned cash there is just some Nintendo eShop games, baby. It's like,
of course.
I'm like, oh, you know what came out? Nier Automata for the Switch. I'm like, all right, it's an action RPG. And I'm like, all right, that came out. It's $30. I might as well get it. Oh shit! You got the fucking Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition.
Oh shit!
$30.
Do they fix all the problems with it? Probably not.
They're close enough. They're gonna update it eventually, probably. People say it's like, oh, there's some bugs, but I'm like, well, it's just as buggy as the original game. And then you get it on your fucking Switch, all three. I'm like, oh, dude, that would be a great excuse to play fucking San Andreas. Man, I never played it. Never have I ever, but I would love to play that game. Seems like it's way too fucking big, but you just got to fucking start doing it.
Yeah,
right?
Dude. How do you eat an elephant, man? It's one bite at a time.
I heard it's one of the biggest ones, and it was like one of the third 3D. I think it's bigger than 4.
Oh yeah, it's
the map.
I think it's definitely bigger than 4.
Mm-hmm.
It might even be bigger than. I don't know. I don't think it's bigger than like something like Red Dead or anything, or maybe it is. I don't know.
But yeah, they have just some sales going on now, and I think they'll probably announce more, on Black Friday. But I'm like, shit, motherfucker. And then they got the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro for I think like $20 a piece for the trilogy. I mean, I'm just like, dude, I could drop some serious cash on just the baby games.
So I did a little research here. The Jamie way. It's GTA. San Andreas is the second biggest.
Yeah, after GTA 5, right?
Yep, after GTA 5.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. San Andreas was 38 square kilometers, and GTA 5 is 75 square kilometers.
All right,
they include a lot of water, I think, in this though. But
But yeah, I have never experienced San Andreas, and I think I need to.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
Yeah, get on that on the fucking Switch. I mean, come on. With these sales, I fucking should get on it, right? This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at plugins or fucking Nintendo games.
Damn.
I'm a fucking grown-ass man here. But do you have any other things that you're looking at for Black Friday?
Looking at some clothes, I guess, Maybe some gun stuff. I don't know. Trying to avoid spending too much money. But, I see some Carhartt stuff pop up,
Yeah.
But also, I still stay true to my Duluth.
Yeah.
They're
running some Carhartt and Duluth running some sales. Kyle's getting some new drip.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe like a beanie or something from Carhartt. But I have plenty of jackets and shit.
With high vis shit, dude.
Underwear on sale at Duluth.
Mm-hmm.
My brand. So why not?
I always like I
already have a shitload though.
Duluth commercials. It's like, oh yeah, we have this, and they have like an illustration of like, yeah, we have these type of underwear, and so we have more space for your. And then they have like for like the penis ball area. I'm like,
yeah.
And so every guy's like, that's me.
Need that.
I need that. I need that. I need bigger penis ball area because I'm fucking.
What if mine grows bigger?
I'm packing.
When I grow up,
I'm ready for a growth spurt.
Yeah. It's like, I don't think it works.
We don't want to
way,
bunch up your boys here at Duluth. We know how you guys are. I'm like, everybody's like, yeah. I need a lot of space.
Send me some magnums with that too.
Yeah. And so that's how they sell so much. And every guy's like, yeah, that's me. Everybody's like, talking heads. Yeah, I have a big penis. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they call it the bullpen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, fellas. We all know.
We get it. Because you're a fucking bull.
Yeah.
Anyways.
More like bullshit. Boom, got him in.
Oh, damn.
All right. I like this episode. A little, off, shooting from the hip.
Yeah, way off.
Yeah, I like it. Talking about World War II and then fucking penises and stuff, so we're good.
Hell yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure there are penises involved in World War II.
Yeah, actually, it shows when
probably a lot. Actually,
the way they used to shit, it was like 4 or 5 guys like on like a plank of wood, just their asses hanging out and just shitting.
Yeah.
And when it shows like, yeah, it's the one. Sometimes it would break, and the guys would just fall in the
fucking shit.
And I'm like, oh. And then he's like, there's no way to clean them up, so you just get them back in the trench. I'm like, oh my god. That is, yep.
You should. There are some movies that I think you should watch for World War I, 1917, if you had a chance.
I like it. So
it's really good.
You send me some, and listeners send me some. If there's movies, like I said, I prefer documentaries at the moment, but I'm not gonna shy away from these documentary movies or whatever.
Dramas,
the series, dramas, stuff like that.
Biopics. Yeah.
Like I said, the Pacific was like I was like right ready to watch that. I'm like, I don't really want to watch a drama at the moment.
It's not really. I mean, it's real life shit though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's not like I like the documentary kind of shit. But
yeah, I guess
just like something like I'm in school. But yeah, let's get on out of here. Bring it in for landing.
All right.
Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. We love you for it. Thank you, ma'am. I need my hat,
sir,
madam, sir. If you like what you hear, you can help support the show. No, I'm going back a bit. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook. Links in the description. You can leave a review and hopefully a 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, etc. Wherever you can leave a rating, leave us a good one if you feel like we deserve it. And then if you really like the show, if you really like the show, you can give us a sub over on YouTube. It truly helps.
We take DOMs too.
Yep. Give us a sub. Give us a Subway Club over there. Over at youtube.com. Linked in the description as well. I think it really helps. I do appreciate it. We're steaming right along, like I said, to 300. And then next stop, 1,000. We're going to be up there. Big time. Woo! Big dogs. The big kahunas. And if you really, really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week.
Hell yeah.
You get an RSS feed with all the bonus behind-the-scenes podcast, the super secret podcast over there to your RSS feed favorite.
It's not that secret, by the way. You can access it pretty easily.
For $2. You get to your favorite podcatcher over there. The Too Hot for YouTube over there. And then just for the sport, we want to give you all a huge sizable acknowledgement.
You're right over there?
I'm falling apart. The wheels are coming off.
I know. Jesus Christ.
I do.
Was it 8:47 over there?
Exactly. I do have to take a piss. Oh my! That's why I'm like, it's coming out of my
molars are floating.
Exactly. I'm like, I could do a Kyle style. I'm like,
pause it. I need a dump.
I need to drop
fucking blow the porcelain out of the back of this thing.
I'm like trying not to like piss myself. I won't. What if I did on the podcast?
That'd be good. Be good. You could just fake it. Actually, you say, I'm pissing.
I did it. I'm not a faker, dude. I'm all real. I am for real.
I squirted for reals. All right.
Oh man, this podcast is so good. It's making me squirt.
All right, we got. You want me to read some names here?
Yeah, give them a shout out. Give them an acknowledgement. God, fucking bring it home. Make it snappy.
Give it to you, baby.
Yeah.
Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast. Abe Newman, it's not gonna make it better. Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, Joe from the Like Mind Network. He's the CEO and founder. Will Lehue from Energy Weapon.
He's the Elon
Tony
Musk
DeGraw
over
from the
there.
Signal Path podcast. I'm not even stopping for you. They are all on these podcasts. Masters of the Cinematic Universe, the Just Surprise Me podcast. Also on Texas State Boggle Champs and Texas Size 10-4. Tune into the Like My Network. Telly Talks, which has RJ Smith. He's a rad dude. Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Tides from Gashville, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter from Nutter Guitars, Mel Chibson of Chibson Guitars, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds in San Antonio. Looking for something to do? Hit them up, see what they're doing. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Hugh G-Rection, and Denny Whacked It.
Wait. What about
the
Sashville? And they all wear sash.
Oh. All right. Yeah.
They all sashay around.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Did you ever think about that one?
I didn't, actually.
Cashville, and they all just pay with cash. Dashville, and they all just fucking work for
run across the road right before they get hit.
Yeah.
They just try and they get that when they Frogger it, you know?
Yeah.
We have the Guy Fecta here, right? We said that last time. Mike Oxbig, Huge Erection, and Denny Whacked It.
The Guy Fecta. I don't know if we did, but I like that. Did you do Crashville, and they all just fucking crash their cars?
Yeah.
No, we did that. We did Crashville, and everybody's racist. Yeah, we did that. Anyways.
We've done Trashville, you know. That's, never mind. I don't want to light them up. Never mind. I don't want to. Anyways.
There's going to be
Eric.
more. There's more.
Oh, what?
There's more. We'll figure it out later on.
Yeah. We can.
Future
we'll
podcast.
come with a list. Actually,
stay tuned for the next
we'll have another
episode.
list. We'll have another list that we read after all this, too. Well, we can make fun of other cities in Tennessee, too. Knoxville, Coxville.
Boom, got him. All right, God.
Yeah, that's where my brother lives.
Boxville.
The bitch.
Fucking punch your brother every time.
Yeah. Eric Merrill from YouTube. I tuned into one of his live streams the other day. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. The young king over there. He's getting.
Dude, he recognized me. He's like, "What up, dude? What you doing? Get the fuck out. Stop talking so much."
Banned.
Yeah. He's like, "Thanks, bro, for hanging that."
Blocked.
Yeah. Banned. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Tim Noack from Bardic Audio Devices. Tyler Ryans from Tyler Casey Riffs on Instagram. Matthew Fenslaw, the man of the hour.
Zaddy.
Just for the hour. Zataran. Buy yourself some Zataran. Michael McVeigh, Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, and Pete from over there.
All right. We love you. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of Jassville? It's like Hugh Jassville, you know what I'm saying? Boom.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. Get out of here.
Hopefully you had a great, Thanksgiving. You get some Black Friday deals. Just buy shit for yourself. Fuck everybody else.
Or Blastville, you're just putting everyone on blast.
Oh, I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just blasting.
Yeah.
So anyway, started blasting.
Tash.
Oh.
We'll come back. We'll figure it out next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.